guys, welcome back to another top movies of the month. This month is April, and I have seen 6 new movies that came out in April, all of which I have done reviews for on the channel. So this is more of an overview of those movies and ranking them in order. And yeah, if you want to go and watch the more detailed reviews of each of those movies, of course, please go and find them on the channel because they're all there. As I say, 6 movies though in April that I watched. Some big blockbusters in there as well, to be honest with you. So April was a pretty good month. Obviously, we did have Easter. There was a lot of movies that came out on the Easter bank holiday weekend. But yeah, this is my top 6 movies or top movies of the month that I watched from 6 all the way up to number 1. So starting off at the bottom there, number 6, I actually gave Operation Mincemeat a 4.5 out of 10. This is the latest movie that I watched. It did come out around Easter time. I just watched it towards the end of the month. And I didn't enjoy it. I found it boring. I found it lackluster, just dragged on. Repetitive is what I said, I believe. And it just didn't take me anywhere else. I wasn't transported back in time or to whenever the movie was. And it didn't do a good job for me personally. I did say that it probably would have been better as a TV show, maybe like a mini series, something similar to like your Chernobyl type of thing, because I think the plot was important. I think the plot was good, but it just, for me in a movie, the pacing was off. You know, 45-minute episodes may have been a bit better, and you could have then watched another episode the week after. That type of thing, you know. So yeah, 4.5 out of 10. I did like the performances from Colin Firth, etc. But, you know, just, it didn't grab me. It wasn't good. Coming in then at number 5, I gave a 6.5 out of 10 to Fantastic Beasts 3. This is the Secrets of Dumbledore movie. Yeah, I've rated every single Fantastic Beasts movie at 6.5 out of 10. They're nothing special to me. They look amazing. They look really good, and I appreciate all the stunt work and CGI and all that. But the plot of these movies is just awful. Like, there's just no real story there that I feel needs to be told, and this one was no exception. Of course, this one is the one as well where Grindelwald actually gets recast from Johnny Depp, obviously during the trial, etc. But he was fired, and Mads Mikkelsen came in obviously to replace Johnny Depp in that role. And I didn't like him. I didn't like his performance. Like, obviously, he's always going to be compared to Johnny Depp, and I think Johnny Depp was far superior in that role than he was. But it wasn't his fault. You know, at the end of the day, the story is where it is. At the end of the day, what's Mads Mikkelsen going to do? Whoever was going to go into that spot was going to be compared. So, yeah, as I say, 6.5 out of 10. I didn't enjoy it, and it's not a good franchise. I hope it's the end of them now, to be honest with you. In at number 4 then is a new comedy movie starring Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum, and that is The Lost City. We also get appearances from Daniel Radcliffe and Brad Pitt, so a real star-studded movie, comedy film with a bit of Treasure Island or treasure hunting movie. Did remind me of bits of Uncharted, but also bits of Jungle Cruise as well. So there was some elements of the 2 movies mashed into this one. I did enjoy this. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. And yeah, I had real fun with it. You know, it was a comedy, and I don't feel like we see enough American comedies anymore in the cinema as much as we used to maybe when I was growing up. But I did enjoy it, and I gave that a 7.5 out of 10. All looked really good. All like was filmed on like a location or something, and I just think it looked really great. Yeah. Now we're in then at the top 3 movies of the month, and in at third I gave an 8 out of 10. Same with second, actually, I gave an 8 out of 10. But this one for me wasn't as good as number 2. So number 3 was The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. This is the new movie starring Nicolas Cage as well as Pedro Pascal. And it's about Nick Cage being Nick Cage and Nick Cage's career, and he looks back and Nick Cage is basically playing Nick Cage, and there's a lot of Easter eggs to obviously his life and his filmography and his history and past and all that type of stuff in his movies. And I didn't mind it. I had funny laughs with it. You know, as I say, similar to Lost City, you know, comedy. I had a real funny time with it, and I think Nick Cage was very good, underappreciated as well. I feel over the last, like, I guess decade, he hasn't really been in much stuff, and I think he's good. I mean, I don't know. I just think he's good. Maybe he's got this image and people don't rate him, but I think this proves that he can do something if he's given a bit of creative freedom, maybe, or whatever. But I really liked it. Obviously, Pedro Pascal as well, who plays the Mandalorian, Din Djarin. I think he was brilliant in it as well. They had great chemistry, the pair of them, and it just felt like a really good feel-good movie that I think just encapsulated everything that we needed coming out of a pandemic, really. Just a fun movie. So yeah, so there it is. That is number 3. Moving on now to number 2, and that is also an 8 out of 10, as I said, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This is the second movie in the Sonic franchise. It's a very high 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this film. It's got appearances obviously from Sonic. We got James Marsden coming back, Jim Carrey as well coming back. We also get new friends of Sonic's coming in on board. We get Tails and we also get Knuckles, and it's a really good family fun energetic movie that is just that was great. We watched it with our nephew, which I think added to my experience, if I'm going to be honest. Just seeing his reaction to certain things and even saying names of characters that I had no idea who they were, he knew and was educating me. And it's just a bit of a, like, I'm 30 and he's like 7, but he's actually teaching me something, you know? So the whole experience was great. What we had in No Way Home with people clapping and stuff when we obviously saw the 3 Spider-Men, we got in this movie, like, kids were clapping behind and everything, and it was a really experience like movie. The whole experience just added to it, and I think Sonic 2 was fantastic. And there we go then. At number 1 then, I gave an 8.5 out of 10 to The Northmen. The Northmen is the newest movie directed by Robert Eggers and is starring Alexander Skarsgård, Willem Dafoe, Nicole Kidman and Anna Taylor-Joy. It's a Viking movie about a prince, or a young prince who gets banished, basically. His uncle kills his father, and then he has to, like, leave obviously and run away because they were going to kill him. And it's about him then growing up and wanting vengeance on his father's death and wanting to save his mother because she was enslaved and taken prisoner. And it's a really hard, gritty movie. It was difficult to watch on the first viewing, don't get me wrong, and I can't wait to see it again. I still have only seen it once, but I'm really looking forward to picking it up on a 4K release and watching it here, I think, rather than going to the cinema again. I gave her an 8.5 out of 10. The soundtrack was amazing, very similar to Dune as well, as I said in my video, and yeah, it's an 8.5 out of 10, so I'm not sure if it could make the top 10 of my movies of the year, maybe just short. But as I say, The Northman was, for me, the standout movie of the month. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And yeah, I'd recommend, if you're into like Vikings, Game of Thrones, and, you know, all the medieval stuff, you should definitely check out The Northman. It's got that to a T, and it's dark and it's eerie, and it's got good character development, and yeah, it does a lot of things really, really good, and I, as I say, really enjoyed it. And the fun thing is that both of those 2 movies, Sonic and The Northman, those videos actually went mental. My highest viewed review videos ever. Like, this month has been great for that, so thanks everybody for the support on those videos if you have watched them, and if you're a new subscriber, then cheers for that. But yeah, there's my top 6 movies of the month. I had a real fun time this month going to the cinema. Next month now, of course, we are going to be getting, there's not so much out. It's really Doctor Strange, obviously, now, and then we kind of get a little bit of, we get a new Mark Wahlberg movie, Father Stu, and I'm not really sure what else. There's nothing really out next month. And then when we get into June, we get Jurassic World, etc. So we're starting to get into the summer blockbusters now, and yeah, everything's great. And there it is, guys. There is my top movies of April this year. Let me know your thoughts down below. Have I missed any movies that maybe came out on like streaming or in the cinema that I just didn't get to review in? Let me know your thoughts down below. I think there's also Everything Everywhere, something that movie that was out last month in America, but it is out next month in the UK. So that will be on next month's video, because I know a few people may comment on that. I've already seen comments about it. So there it is, guys. There is my top movies of the month. Let me know your thoughts down below. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Of course, please do subscribe if you are new here and you want to see more videos like this coming soon. Of course, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.